Chasing the stars, we'll stride into the dawn. Never back down till the battle is won. Face each foe with hearts brave and true, unafraid of the unknown, because I'll face it all with you. Hello, I'm the reviewer. You review it, I review you. This is my partner, Mr. It. Today we'll be looking at CR's video on Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go has been out for a while, so I'm afraid I might be too late to give any tricks or tips or reveal any groundbreaking revelations.
Given your time with the game, I'm not sure you would have come up with any anyway.
Hey, what's that noise?
Hey, I'm Ash Ketchum. I'm gonna be the best Pokemon trainer the world has ever seen.
I don't care.
Me. Fuck you. I don't think there's ever been a better starter situation.
There, okay. How do I battle you?
That's the neat thing. You don't.
CR, Pokemon aren't meant to fight. Not like this. Me.
The augmented reality feature is the key to making this such a runaway hit.
Which I find personally funny, as I haven't actually used it in literal years.
You'd think Pokemon Professor Rick here would tell you that right off the bat.
Reference the Pokeball bit from Mort Ragnarok, or the fact that Rick was a trainer, not professor in Pocket Mortys. Me.
It's just dawning on me how totally not Pokemon this guy is. I mean, it seems less like the Pokemon anime aesthetic I grew up with, and more like, like this guy would be on the cover of Clip Studio.
Yeah, I can't help but feel that they were actively trying to appeal to maybe a more Western audience, I don't know.
Most of the game's tutorial is not very helpful at all. It gives you the basics of the basics, but kinda leaves out all the nuances of the game, like the Poke Radar.
I've been playing this game on and off since it came out, and I still don't know the benefit of this thing.
The already infamous Pikachu cheat has been uncovered. If you walk away from the 3 starter Pokemon enough, a Pikachu will appear.
I don't know why you'd ever want to do that. Pikachu is one of the most plentiful Pokemon in the game, especially during events.
Although eventually my grandmother did get curious as to why I would pop up from my work and run down the street every now and then.
You know, most grandmothers probably would have had you committed for saying you need to go catch an electric rat.
So what's the whole...
Too late, I already told her. Me. I definitely talked to a grandma.
Where the hell is my peach tea? I'm gonna sass somebody for this!
If you get them all.
Well, it's not about getting them all, it's about,
So the franchise tagline has been a lie this whole time?
Unfortunately, I was blocks away from any actual Pokestop, and the damn server was always down when I went into the store.
God, remember when the Pokemon Go servers had the stability of a wet saltine?
And because of that, the Pokemon were plentiful. They just show up in her house sometimes.
Me. Oh, they do come from a JRPG.
Especially because each Pokeball you throw and miss is a ball you've just wasted.
To be fair, that's one of the few things this game keeps consistent from the main series.
Because by the time I actually got to my first gym, I got decimated.
Oh god, this was back in the days when the strongest Pokemon barely cracked 1,000 CP. The CP caps are so much higher now. Me. No! Bad!
Or you can capture duplicates of the same Pokemon, which give you candy. Rare candy? No, candy named after that certain type of Pokemon.
Actually, rare candies are in the game now. They are, as the name would imply, rare, but they can be used as a substitute for any candy type.
If you want, and you will want to, you can transfer the extra Pokemon to the professor.
Honestly, it's less want and more need. Not even so much for the candies, but because you can only own so many Pokemon at once.
And what happens if you power up a rare Pokemon and all of its candy is gone? Well, you have to catch another one.
Fortunately, as CR mentions in the sequel video, this is no longer the case.
Well, not all of your Pokemon. You'll sell most of them and they'll end up inside out and upside down in a market window.
Okay, we've all seen the grind them up into candies joke, but that's one of the more creative ones I've seen.
If you come across a gym and it belongs to another team, you battle to take it over. And you get to use 6 Pokemon. Although the fight mechanics are terrible.
Yeah, they're still not great. Now it's essentially beating your head against a wall.
You need to bring down the gym's prestige or level. When that happens, you get rid of one Pokemon you have to keep fighting by destroying the gym's tier.
Thank God that's not a thing anymore. Now it's just running down what I can only describe as the Pokemon's stamina.
As a compliment, I am surprised how little data this thing uses.
I feel like the visuals were supposed to be swapped there.
Stick some buttons on the side of your Pokemon. You have buttons everywhere else. Why shouldn't this be any different?
Actually, now they do that. Kinda. It's just for the charged attacks, but it's better than what it was. This was a pretty good covering of, honestly, all the major problems that Pokemon Go had on launch, while also highlighting what made it such a hit, with the legitimate excitement of catching certain Pokemon. I'm the review reviewer. You review it, I review you. Yo, what's going on down here?
Well, as the Council's tournament is starting in a couple of weeks, I thought it best to ensure that my Trident is in top form.
And done! Sharpened the points, added a Mithril coat for durability, and a few materia for an extra kick if need be.
I must say, I had my doubts. This is most impressive. Even the blacksmiths back home couldn't do this kind of work. Is something wrong, milady?
You may be right.
Has the day I've been wishing for finally come, and you cast aside this male form?
What? No! Not that! I'm talking about the weapon upgrade! Your wish might not be coming true, but it sounds like mine is. I've been asking a reviewer if I can work on his Keyblade ever since we built this place.
How come you haven't let him?
To be honest, I don't really know anything about my Keyblade, aside from the well-known stuff. I don't even know where it came from, so I don't want anything to happen to it. But we need to be ready for anything. So Keybearer, please be careful. Relax, it's in good hands. Let's get to work!
Wait! I don't think that's necessary.
Who are you? How did you get in here?
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is...
Sonya?
Hey guys.
You know her?
So, you know how It and I spent a semester at the Death Weapon Meister Academy? Well, Sonya was my weapon partner. Wait, as I recall, Sonya was a regular sword. Well, not a regular sword, obviously, but my point is she wasn't a Keyblade.
Well, you remember when you first summoned me?
The battle with Game Tyrant?
Well, I can't quite explain how, but I could sense that you were in trouble, and I called out to you. You heard me, right?
I definitely remember hearing someone's voice that day. Gotta be honest, the adrenaline made a lot of that pretty blurry.
Well, regardless, I came to you in the form of a Keyblade. Probably a side effect of you getting me into those Kingdom Hearts games of yours. And I've been your Keyblade ever since.
If that were truly the case, for so many years, why not make yourself known until now?
Well, because Reviewer never summons me unless he needs something. Whether it be for a fight, or spellcasting or something. And when he's done, he sends me away.
Damn. If I'd known...
No, it's fine. I'm just glad we finally have this opportunity.
Well, I hope it's obvious that you're welcome to stay. If you want to, of course.
Why not? It'll just be like the old times.
So, does this mean no work on the Keyblade?